We are in a terrible mess. Yesterday, Trump tweeted something that hit my gag reflex so hard, I thought I was going to go into vomit spasms. Jennifer Rubin caught it, too, and she wrote about it since she works for the Washington Post. She writes, for a politician for whom there is no bottom, Trump occasionally manages to shock even the most cynical observers. So it was on Wednesday. I'm sorry, Wednesday, not yesterday. Wednesday, when he tweeted this, quote, "The lamestream media is the dominant force in trying to get me to keep our country closed as long as possible in the hope that it will be detrimental to my election success. The real people want to get back to work ASAP. We will be stronger than ever before." Trying to get me, the media, not the health authorities, not doctors, not governors, no fucking body except the lamestream media, because poor Donnie Trump is always picked on by the lamestream media. Son of a bitch. So once again, Trump reveals his total and complete self-absorption. He doesn't give a shit about anybody. I've been saying that for a long time. Jennifer writes, no one can honestly believe he makes decisions based on the health and well-being of the American people. He doesn't. He is incapable. He's a fucking toxic narcissist. He's a sick man. Why is he still president? Oh, and by the way, before I go any further, I made a big mistake on Wednesday. Now, I mentioned this on Thursday, yesterday, but I want to mention it again. I'm sorry I said Trump was from the Bronx. Kathy got a text message or a Facebook message or whatever from somebody who delighted in kicking my ass and point, get your facts right, Malloy. He's from the Bronx. He's from the Queens. No, it wasn't anybody in our research department. It was just some listener. I mentioned that yesterday, but I thought I'd mention it again. Where was I? Trump does not make decisions based on the best interests of the American people. He never has. He never will. The son of a bitch has to be removed from office. He has to be. The damage he's done so far is going to take years, if not decades, to try to recover from. God damn. The coronavirus, Jennifer writes, the economy and the media coverage are all about, in his mind, him. It's all about him. So there's several lessons that flow from confirmation, if you need it, and you shouldn't, that we are at the mercy of a narcissistic asshole, unable, unwilling to govern. First, the media, Jennifer writes, already drawing criticism for broadcasting his daily news conferences live since they contain fucking mountains of lies, mistruths, and misinformation, some of it extremely dangerous to the public. The media should recognize that these events are campaign events, not opportunities to extract information from the president. He admits that his thinking is wrapped up in his reelection. Since everything done toward that end is therefore a political exercise, the media should stop fucking covering these events. How long have I been saying that? Thank you, Jennifer. Not just me. God forbid I should get into that egotistical bullshit. Many people, a lot of people, no, I'm talking about real people, many people who are not directly in reporting the news, but in assessing it and critiquing it and commenting and writing opinion pieces, have said over and over, why keep going every fucking day? Why did the television networks cover this asshole when he comes out with those asswipe speeches of his and his little jokey shit? He looks at Pompeo the other day, and he looks at Pence with this little shit-eating 10-year-old boy grin on his face because somebody might have said something funny. Ha ha ha! People are dying, but fucking it doesn't bother me. Yeah. That was first. The media ought to get the fuck away from him. Second, mayors and governors are increasingly and explicitly, thank Governor Cuomo, contradicting him. As Trump is just wetting his pants to try to get back to his big suckhole rallies with the brain-dead people who just love him to death, and trying to revive an economy under the delusion that you can do so when thousands of people are sick, hundreds are dying, the hospitals are overflowing. Trump doesn't give a fuck about that. I wish all three of his adult children would just get desperately fucking ill and have to go to the hospital, and then you orange son of a bitch, you deal with it the way other people are dealing with it. Yes, I really mean that. Real political leaders in this country, whether it's Mike DeWine, governor of a Republican governor of Ohio, or Cuomo, Democratic governor of New York, or it doesn't make any difference. The ones who can think clearly, their political affiliation at this point is meaningless, but they're all saying the same thing. We are not going to get back to business as usual anytime soon, let alone by April 12th, so everybody can go to church. You fucker. Nobody in your family goes to church. That's your way of manipulating these brain-dead fucking Christian fascists who will follow you into hell, which is exactly where they belong. The mayor of Los Angeles, Eric Garcetti, for example, told Business Insider on Wednesday, quote, I think this is at least 2 months away from anything, even a faint echo of normalcy in this country. 2 months. And be prepared for longer, he added. Yeah, for sure. And in arguing for more evidence-based decisions, Trump doesn't use evidence for anything. Garcetti warned, quote, giving people false hope will crush their spirits and will kill more people, end quote. Exactly. But Trump is an incompetent, brain-dead fucker who doesn't care anything about that. People sick, people dying. Oh, well, if they had a place like Mar-a-Lago to go to, hey, you want to go to one of my golf courses? Okay, I got to go play now. Bye. People dying? Well, they'll get over it. Likewise, Governor Mike DeWine in Ohio, Jennifer writes, Republican, made clear the rest of the school year in his state might be scrubbed, and that he would only lift his instructions about that when the evidence warranted a relaxation of social distancing. DeWine said in an interview on Wednesday, quote, these are not easy decisions, but my experience has been involved in public office for many, many years. And when I've made mistakes, and I look back on it, it's been when I didn't have enough facts. What did I read the other day? The primary lesson that people who have studied the 1918 flu epidemic that killed God knows how many, tens of millions of people worldwide. The primary lesson is this: tell the truth. The most important thing in these pandemics, tell the truth. This fucking Trump couldn't tell the truth if it bit him on his goddamn orange face. DeWine, quote, so we try to get all the facts, Try to consult with the right people. Try to really ask a lot of questions. And I continue every day to ask questions, to try to get the information. I'm the one that's responsible for making sure we're as safe as we can be in Ohio. So, kind of, the buck stops with me, whether other states do it or not. We need to do what we need to do. Can you imagine? No, you can't. I'm asking a stupid question. Can you imagine this orange fucker saying anything even remotely like that? No, you can't. Jennifer writes, the message from these and other political leaders around the country could not be more clear. It's this. We should ignore Trump and make decisions based on health data. Former Vice President Joe Biden's senior advisor and former Ebola czar Ron Klain, you've seen him on MSNBC, was blunt on just this point. This is what Ron Klain tweeted the other day. This is what Ron Klain tweeted. Quote, Donald Trump walked away from the decision to protect the country. He left that in the hands of governors. He's not going to be the one who decides when the country reopens. But before we can all do our jobs, he has to do his. No. I mean, I totally agree with Ron Klain. But if we're going to wait to do our jobs until Trump does his, give it up. Go fucking lay down and die. Go invite the coronavirus into your lungs, because Trump will fucking never do what has to be done. Never. Never. Hey, Truth Seekers, Mike Malloy here. While you're sheltering in place and practicing safe social behavior, probably catching up on the Malloy cast, remember, we have a new weekly program just for our patron supporters. There are other thank you gifts for your support. Remember, visit MikeMalloy.com and click on the big patron link on the main page. You can't miss it, and we can't do without you.